All right, so this flow is going to go very heavily into the hips here today. We are taking this toward Galavasana, or the flying pigeon pose. Everything moving in that direction anyway. It's going to be a lot of external rotation through the hip. We're going to be using this figure 4 shape, very much like you get the pigeon stretch from a bunch of different configurations. So to go into the demonstration here, what's going to happen once we get in the main part of the flow is it's going to take a sequence here, and you're going to start this out standing on 1 foot. So I'm going to have my left leg on the floor. You're going to come into this figure 4 shape right here. And just bring the ankle past the thigh of your base leg. Now the lifted foot, keep the toes curled, keep that foot tense, keep the knee out to the side. Your arm's going to be bound. If you need to help balance yourself, you can release any arm bind that you have. And just hold your balance here. Sink into the hips a little bit. You're going to start to feel a stretch in the outer hip of the lifted leg, just like the half pigeon pose that you usually take toward the end of class. Now to come down further, you can always fold this further down over the lifted shin. You can come down as low as you like. And if you just want to hold the fold and hold the hip stretch, you can bring your fingertips down to the floor and just stay right here. Now if you want to take things further toward the arm balance, you have to be able to fold all the way down. And Galavasana is basically moving into an arm balance, which is very much like a cross-legged crow. So for that, you have to bring your palms down. Keep the shin high up on your arms toward the armpits, and you want to kick that top leg forward. So when you come forward, start to lean. Dig into the fingertips. Try to keep your hips high. The lower you go with the hips, the harder this is to hold. And then just move into this with your hands tense. Let your base foot hover up off the floor. Maybe pull the heel in toward your seat. Maybe extend the leg up and back. Just take this to where it works for you here. And if you extend the back leg, just take that slow. To come back out of this, I bring the knee back to the shin. The foot comes back to the floor. Hands to the hips. We're going to bring this back up to standing. And then we'll move through the Vinyasa from there. So it's going to be the end of the sequence once we get into the main part of the flow. One other demonstration. Once we start the flow, we're going to set this up in down dog. We're going to set this up for a series of hops. So initially, you're going to have one leg lifted. We'll go back and forth a little bit, but then you're going to step this forward and bring your feet about halfway down the mat. And then to set this up, I want you to keep your arms vertical. So press in your palms, dig your fingertips down, grip the floor hard, keep the arms vertical, keep your shoulders reversed. You should have your gaze pretty much on the same spot. So you're not just revving up and then just going into the hop. And I want you to hop this 3 times, clapping your feet. This doesn't have to be too big a deal. Press in your hands, just hop, clap the feet. Now just came a few inches up off the floor. Press in your hands to take some weight on your hands and land this as lightly as you can each time. If you want to take this to the other extreme, you can take this toward inversion where you hop and bring your hips over your shoulders. And again, clap, come down lightly. And again, we're going to do that 3 times each round. After the 3rd hop, we'll start to move into the flow from there. So just work things as best you can. See how far you want to go with this. So all that said, let's go ahead and get this started in child's pose. So shins on the floor, big toes toward each other, knees out wide. And then sink your seat back to your heels. Walk your hands forward, stretch this out long. And bring your torso down low between your thighs. Go ahead, set your forehead down on the mat. Let your eyes just close. And then just relax. So just give yourself a moment to settle in here. Let your mind quiet down. And then just start to deepen your breathing here. So with the inhales, pulling as much air as you can. Fill up your lungs. Hold on to all that breath at the top and feel the breath move toward your low back. When you exhale, constrict the back of your throat. So slow your breath down on the way back out. And just work to make your exhales last at least as long as your inhales as you breathe. And just keep breathing like this to begin. When you're ready, take a deep inhale. When you exhale, keep your eyes closed, but walk your hands over to the right side. Torso long over your right thigh. Stretch both arms long. Keep your head low. Keep your seat low to your heels. And then take an inhale. And with the exhale, walk the hands back through center, come over to the left. Torso long over your left thigh. Stretch this out long. Let your head hang down. Keep your seat low to your heels. Deep inhale. And with the exhale, bring the hands back through center over to the right side again. Torso long over your right thigh. And this time, reach your left arm as far right as you can, but pull the right hand back just outside your right leg. Now press into the right hand, sink your left shoulder down. Little bit of a twist here, longer stretch to your left side. With the next inhale, reach both arms in line. And then with the exhale, walk the hands through center, come over to the left again. Torso long over your left thigh. Stretch your right hand as far left as you can go. And then pull the left hand back just outside your leg. Press down, sink that right shoulder toward the floor, and just breathe here. With your next inhale, reach your arms in line. And then with the exhale, bring the hands back to center. And then walk the hands in, bring yourself into an upright seat. And you can stay on the shins, you can take a cross-legged seat, whatever suits you best. When you're ready, with an inhale, reach the arms up high. Exhale, hands down through heart center. Inhale, reaches up high again. Exhale, hands through center. Inhale, arms up high. Exhale through center again. Inhale, reaches up high. Now with the exhale, bring the hands down to center, and then interlace the fingers, face the palms away from you. Keep the elbows out wide. Palms up toward the ceiling. Draw the shoulders back. Keep your chest open. And let's take it side to side. So lean over to the right. Bring your gaze up high. Keep your shoulders pulled back. And then up through center. Lean left. Keep your chest open. Look up. Back through center. Keep your chest open. Lean this to the right again. And then bring it back through center. And lean over to your left side. Take it through one more round. Come back through center. Lean over to the right. Now hold here. Keep that left shoulder pulled back. Keep looking up. Maybe press through your palms. And then bring it back through center. Lean to your left side. Shoulders pulled back. Still looking up. Maybe press through the palms on this side. And then with your next inhale, just come back to center. Reach straight up. And with the exhale, bring the hands down through center, down to the floor in front of you. Go ahead, lift your hips up off the floor. And let's take this into a Galavasana variation of twisting. So point your toes to the left, walk your hands to the right, and bring your right hip down. Right hand sets behind, left hand outside the right thigh. Sit this up tall and move into the twist. Bring the gaze back over your right shoulder and just breathe. Take an inhale. And then with the exhale, bring yourself up onto your hands and let's switch this out. Lift your hips. Toes point right. Walk the hands through center. Bring your left hip down. Left hand sets behind. Right hand outside the left thigh. Again, sit this up tall. Crown of the head toward the ceiling. Look back over your left shoulder. Press your right arm into your left leg and just breathe into the twist here. Take an inhale. And then with the exhale, up onto the hands. Lift your hips. Bring yourself over to the right side. Toes point left. Bring your right hip down. Right hand behind, left hand outside the right thigh. Sit this up tall. Look back over the right shoulder. And then hold on to your twist, but just turn your head and look over your left shoulder here. So while you maintain the twist here, focus on the feeling in your left leg. Curl the toes of your left foot, press that foot into the floor. And then as you twist it, just work to lift your left knee up off the floor as high as you can. Set it back down. Again, press the left foot into the floor. Lift your left knee. Doesn't have to go up that high. And then bring it back down. One more time. Press into the left foot. Work to lift your left knee. And then bring it back down. And then come back up onto your hands. Lift your hips. Take it to the other side. Toes point right. Bring your left hip down. Left hand sets behind. Right hand outside your left thigh. Sit up tall. Crown of the head toward the ceiling. Look back over your left shoulder. And then hold on to the twist, but just turn your head so you're looking over the right shoulder now. Now focus on the right foot. Curl the toes. Press that foot into the floor. Work to lift the right knee at least a little bit. And then bring it back down. Keep your twist. Again, right foot to the floor. Work to lift your right knee. And then set it back down. One more time. Work to lift that right knee up off the floor. And then set it back down. And then come up onto your hands. Lift your hips. Toes point left. Bring the right hip down. Right hand behind, left hand outside the right thigh. Again, sit this up tall. Look back over the right shoulder. Find that twist. And hold it. Just turn your head. Look over the left shoulder again. Now, this will be a little bit harder for most people here, but I want you to curl the toes of the left foot. Keep the left foot tense. Press the left knee toward the floor. Work to lift the left foot at least a little bit. And then release that. Set it back down. Left knee to the floor. Try to lift that left foot. Mine's not going too high, but I can definitely feel this. And then set it back down. One more time. Left knee to the floor. Work to lift the left foot. And then release that. And then come up onto your hands. Lift your hips. Bring this through center. Toes to the right. Bring your left hip down. Left hand sets behind. Right hand outside to your left thigh. Again, sit this up tall. Crown of the head toward the ceiling. Look over your left shoulder. Just find the twist. And then keep your twist, but turn your head. Look over the right shoulder this time. Now tense up the right foot, curl the toes. Press the right knee toward the floor. Work to lift the right foot as best you can, probably not too high. And then set it back down. Again, right knee toward the floor. Work to lift the right foot. And I'm feeling a little bit of cramp here. And then let it go. One more time. Right knee toward the floor. Try to lift that right foot. And then bring it back down. Come back up on your hands, back into center, and come into all fours. And once you're in all fours, give yourself a moment here, move around. Just shake things out. I recommend shaking your legs out a little bit. And then once you've got both knees down, let's take this into the wrist right away. So wrists underneath the shoulders and knees underneath the hips. Look down at your hands. Now keep the palms facing down, but rotate your fingertips out to the sides and then in toward your knees. And set your hands down flat. Spread your fingers out wide. Grip the floor. Now, as you maintain that grip, press your spine up toward the ceiling. Just feel this out. You can just stay here and sway the shoulders side to side. And if you want to take this a little bit further, keep your arms straight, keep your fingertips digging down, but step your left foot forward outside your left hand. And then maybe take it further. You can curl the toes, left foot, roll to the outside edge, but move your hips side to side and maintain that grip. And you might find an additional stretch on the left inner thigh. And then go ahead and switch this out. Bring your left knee down. Still gripping the floor with both hands. Right foot outside the right hand. Curl the toes of the right foot. And then roll to the outside edge. And then just move the hips side to side here. Maintain that grip as you're moving around. And maybe feel a little bit of a stretch on that inner right thigh. And then go ahead and set the right knee down. Now come up onto the fingertips and walk the hands in close. So about one hand's length forward to your knees. Now this time make your hands into fists. Forefingers in your palms, thumbs outside. Press the fists into the floor. Almost like you're a gorilla hanging out on his knuckles here. So the backs of the hands face away from you. The fingers are curled in toward you. And keep the fingers curled in and just take this side to side. So bend to the right wrist. Come to the back of the right hand. Bend the elbow as much as you need. And then back up on the knuckles. Do the same on the left side. And come back up. And just take it back and forth like this at your own pace. Now as you're moving here, keep the fingers curled in. So you can bend the elbow as much as you need. And if you want to push more intensity here, try to keep your arms as straight as you can as you're moving, but just take it back and forth. And then the next time you bring the back of the right hand down, keep it down. Come to the back of the left hand as well. And hold here. Just feel that stretch moving through the backs of the hands up into the forearms. And then just take it back and forth. So with the backs of the hands grounded, go ahead, spread your fingers out wide. And then curl your fingers in tight. And just go back and forth like this as much as you can. And you should feel that additional stretch on the backs of the hands. Now, as you're doing this, you can work towards straightening your arms a little bit more, but just take this to where you can. As long as you're feeling this, you're doing just fine. And then one more time, just curl the fingers in as tight as you can. Try to straighten your arms a little bit further. And then come up onto your fingertips down to sitting on your heels and take a moment. Shake your hands out. Loosen up your fingers and loosen up your wrists. And then once you're ready, bring your legs out from underneath you. Come to a seat. And set your feet down flat, about hips width distance apart in front. Now reach your arms forward. Round your spine as much as you can. And then just slowly round your spine all the way down to the floor. Now once you're down, I want to set this up for bridge. So feet about hips width distance apart, but bring your heels in close so your low back's basically flat to start. And then take an inhale. Reach your arms out long past your head and keep reaching. Now backs of the hands to the floor. Keep your shoulders grounded. Keep your gaze up high. And let's take it up and down from here. So with an inhale, press in your feet, squeeze your glutes, lift your hips. Exhale, roll your spine back down. Inhale, press your hips up high. And then with your exhale, lower. Inhale, lift your hips up again. Exhale, roll down. Inhale, press your hips up high. And then exhale, lower. Inhale, lift up your hips. Exhale, roll down. And then with your next inhale, just press up high one more time and hold. Now keep your glutes squeezing, keep your hips lifting. Take it further. Dig into your heels, lift your toes up off the floor, and try to drag the heels in toward your shoulders to engage even more tension in that lift. Take an inhale. And then with the exhale, bring it all back down. Now once you're down, bring your knees, actually no, bring your arms down to your sides. This is what we're going to do. And we're going to take a second version of bridge from here. So with your arms at your sides, bend at the elbows so the forearms are vertical. Make your hands into fists. Now keep the fists clenched, keep your elbows pressing down. And we're going to take this up with a figure four. So left foot stays on the floor, cross the right ankle over your left thigh, and keep that right knee out to the side. Let's take it up and down. Inhale, lift your hips, squeeze your glutes. Exhale, roll this down. Inhale, press your hips high again. And then exhale, lower. Inhale, lift one more time and hold here. Now keep your glutes squeezing. Keep the right leg pressing to the left. And just breathe here. Take an inhale. With the exhale, bring it back down. Once you're down, switch it out. Right foot to the floor. Cross the left ankle over your right thigh this time. And keep the toes of your left foot curled. Take it back and forth. Inhale, press your hips up high. Squeeze your glutes. Exhale, roll back down. Inhale, lift your hips up again. Exhale, lower. Inhale, press up high and hold this time. Now keep your glutes squeezing, keep lifting. Press the left leg into the right and just breathe. Take an inhale. And with the exhale, come back down again. Once you're down, bring your knees to your chest, bring your hands to your knees, squeeze everything in close. Lift your head and shoulders, bring your nose close to your knees. And then when you're just ready from here, go ahead, roll this forward to a seat. And once you're up in your seat, we're going to take this into a reclining position to take this further into the hips. So go ahead, extend your left leg forward and come down onto your left forearm. Right hand in front of your chest. So you're going to come down onto the left hip, left foot points out to the side, and then step the right foot in front of your left leg. Now, lean into your hands, push into the right foot, lift your left hip up off the floor and keep it lifted. And this is good enough right here, but if you can take it further, lift that left foot off the floor, press that left leg into the right. Further still, reach your right arm past your head, keep your hips up high. Now, if you can go further still, move while you're lifted here. Bend the left knee, pull that heel toward your seat, and then extend your left leg. Bend the left knee a second time, and extend the leg. Bend the left knee, pull the heel in close. Extend your leg again. Bend your left knee, bring the heel toward your seat, and then extend the leg. One more time, bend your left knee, draw the heel in, extend the leg, and then bring yourself back down. And you take a moment to shake things out. But then let's take it on the other side. So this time the right leg's extended, left knee bent. Come down onto the right forearm, left hand comes down in front of your chest. And you're on the right hip with the right foot pointed to the side. Step your left foot in front of the right leg. And then leaning your hands, lift that right hip up off the floor, stay lifted, maybe stay here. If you can take it further, lift the right foot and press the right leg into the left. Now further still, reach your left arm past your head, hold the lift. And then if you can move, bend the right knee, pull the heel toward your seat. And extend the right leg. Bend the right knee, pull the heel in close. And extend the leg again. Bend the right knee, draw the heel in. Extend the right leg. Bend the knee, pull the heel in close. And extend the leg. Bend the right knee, pull the heel in. Extend your leg again. One more time, bend the right knee, draw the heel in. Extend the leg. And then set yourself back down. And then once you come back down, bring yourself, well actually no, stay your seat. And we'll take this a little bit further with the figure four. And we're going to take this almost toward Galavasana. Now feet in front of you, about hips width distance apart, hands behind the shoulders, about shoulder width, palms down, fingertips out to the sides. Now just lift your seat up off the floor, stay low here to start. But then bring the left ankle across your right thigh. Now keep the toes of the left foot curled, keep the knee to the side. And we're just going to go back and forth. Now put all your weight to your left hand, and then right elbow to your left shin, somewhere between the knee and ankle, and then bring the right hand down. Again, right elbow to left shin, and then bring your right hand down. One more time, right elbow to left shin, now stay here. If you can take this further, move further to the twist, bring the right hand to the floor over to the side of the mat. And if you want to play around with this further, dig into your fingertips, maybe lean, bring your shoulders forward, and maybe lift your right foot for a moment. Set things back down, come back to your seat. And that's actually harder than coming into Galavasana. So go ahead and set this up again. Feet in front of you, hips width distance. Hands behind the shoulders, shoulder width, fingertips to the side, seat lifted up off the floor. And take it the other way, right ankle over your left thigh. Now keep the toes of the right foot curled, and then put the weight to the right hand. Now left elbow to right shin, and then set your left hand down. Left elbow to right shin, and then set the left hand down. One more time, left elbow to right shin, hold here. Now, if you can take it further, twist further to the right and bring that left hand down. And if you want to play around with this, let your shoulders come forward, bend the elbows. Maybe lift your left foot for a moment. And then come back down and come back to your seat. Shake your hands out for just a moment. And then when you're ready, cross at the ankles. Come forward, your hands come into all fours. And we'll warm it up further still. So wrists underneath the shoulders and knees underneath the hips to set this up. Tuck the toes of both feet, hover your knees up off the mat. And then sink your seat back to your heels. Now let's go back and forth from here. So bring this forward. Right foot steps outside your right hand. And then sink back down to your heels. Left foot outside the left hand. And then sink back down. Right foot up to the right. Sink back down again. Left foot to the left side. And sink back down. Now this time, right foot outside your right hand. And then lift your right hand, pull your left leg through. And then pull back and sink back to your heels. Other side, left foot outside the left hand. Pull your right leg through. And then pull back and sink back down. Back and forth, right foot forward, left leg through. Pull back, sink back down. Left foot forward, right leg through. Pull back, sink back down. Right foot forward, left leg through. Pull back, sink back down. Left foot forward, right leg through. Pull back, sink back down. Right foot forward, left leg through. Pull back, sink back down. Left foot forward, right leg through. Pull back, sink back down. Right foot forward, left leg through. Pull back, sink back down. Left foot forward, right leg through. Pull back, sink back down. And then go and bring your knees back down to the mat. Let's come to side. Take a moment here to breathe. And then one more thing before we move on from this part. We're going to take this toward a baby crow. So go ahead, bring your forearms down to the floor. And you can have your palms down or press your palms together. Just keep the elbows at shoulder width. Now, when you're ready from here, go ahead, tuck your toes, lift your knees up off the floor. And curl yourself into as tight of a ball as you can. So walk your feet forward. Bring your thighs toward the sides of your ribs. Target the knees for your armpits. And you want the knees to touch your upper arms. Now get as close as you can, and if you can go further, look forward, lean, go slow. Maybe lift your feet up off the floor. Your face will be very close to the ground. And then go ahead, let this go. And bring your knees down. And then come up to all fours. Once you're in all fours, just give yourself a moment. Move around, breathe. Now you can just breathe here, you can take another stretch if you like, but when you're ready, find your downward facing dog. Tuck your toes, straighten your legs, lift your hips. And once you move in a position, take a look at how you set this up. Now hands are about shoulder width distance apart. Flatten your palms so you can feel some weight toward the base of your thumbs. And then sink your chest down low. Now as your chest sinks down, press your hips up as high as you can. And keep that long upward reach to the hips. Draw into the belly, round the lower ribs. Contract through your core to lengthen out your spine, press your hips up higher. And if your legs are tight, you can always bend your knees. And you can just pedal this out and move your hips side to side and stay loose if you like. When you're ready here, take an inhale. And then with the exhale, just bend the knees, look forward, step to the front. Let's take a ragdoll fold. So feet about hips with distance apart, deep bend in the knees. Let your belly touch your thighs, let your head hang, let your spine round. And just let everything go long and loose here. Let the muscles in your neck relax. Now you can hang your hands to the floor. You can reach to opposite elbows if you like, and maybe shake this side to side to loosen further. And then from wherever you are, just release any grip that you have. Keep your knees bent to begin. And then just restack your spine. So slowly round this up to standing. Bring your head up last. And then just open up your palms at your sides. When you're ready, with an inhale, reach your arms up high. And then with the exhale, bring your hands down to heart center. Take a moment here to breathe, set an intention. Let your mind clear, find your focus. Take a deep inhale. And then with the exhale, just release your hands. With your next inhale, reach your arms up high. And then with the exhale, slowly fold this forward. Hinge at the hips, start the straight spine, put a little bend in your knees. Keep your core engaged, move smoothly. And then just release this to the bottom. Now with an inhale, lift up halfway, fingertips to the floor or to your shins, lengthen forward through the crown of your head. And then with the exhale, just bring your hands to the mat. Let's step it back to high plank. Find your shape. Wrist underneath the shoulders, palms press to the floor. Press the floor away from you. Press your spine up toward the ceiling. And keep that lift. When you're ready, you take an inhale. And on the exhale, slowly bring your shoulders forward as the elbows bend. Now keep your body in line. Elbows pulled into your sides and lower with control, all the way down into your belly. Now once you're down, flatten the feet out behind you, hands under the shoulders, elbows into your sides. And let's take it up and down through low cobra. So with an inhale, just peel up your head, neck, and chest. Exhale, roll back down. Inhale, peel this up again. And then exhale, lower. Inhale, peel up one more time. Stay lifted this time. Now keep the lift in your upper body, press into your feet, take some more all the weight out of your hands. Elbows at your sides, pull the shoulders back, look forward, and lift up a little bit higher. Take an inhale. Exhale, roll back down. Hands under the shoulders, elbows into your sides, press the palms to the floor. Let's take it to upward facing dog. With an inhale, straighten your arms. Now just pull your chest forward, let your hips hang, stay on the tops of your feet. Keep your legs active, work to lift your knees up from the mat. Take it further, kick your feet down, squeeze your glutes, pull the hips forward to deepen the arc through the front. Lift with the arms, lift with your shoulders, keep your neck long, keep your chest pulling forward. And take an inhale. Exhale, pull the belly in. Hips up high to down dog. Paddle out. Let your hips move side to side. Now from your down dog, inhale the right leg high behind you. And move into a scorpion dog. Bend your right knee, hang your right foot left, and just find that twist. With your next inhale, straighten the right leg, three-legged dog. Exhale, right foot to the floor, back to your down dog. Now inhale your left leg high. And then bend your left knee, hang your left foot right, scorpion on this side. With the next inhale, straighten your left leg, three-legged dog. Exhale, bring that foot down. Now from your downward facing dog, take an inhale. Exhale, bend the knees, look forward, step or float. Inhale, lift up halfway. And then with the exhale, set your hands. We're going to take this into those hops. So palms to the floor, grip the floor with your fingers, shoulders over your wrists. Keep your arms straight, keep looking down. Back and forth from here, high or low. Hop, clap your feet 3 times, and land as lightly as you can. Now after that third hop, step the right foot between your hands, that's your base. Left knee to your chest, curl in, come down low. Now reach the crown of the head toward the floor, look toward the back of the mat, and point your left big toe toward the ceiling. Now back and forth from here, go ahead, extend that left leg up as high as you can, and then curl back in. Left leg high, curl back in. Left leg high, curl in one more time, stay low. Now lean to your left hand, with your right hand, reach back for your left foot. Once you have that grip, look toward the back of the mat, and then kick into your hand, pull down. Try to point that left knee up toward the ceiling. Bring your head down low, just breathe here. Try to get as vertical as possible. Take an inhale. Exhale, release. Both hands down, left foot steps back, and come into low lunge. Now we're going to take it down lower. Left knee down, left foot flat behind. Sink your hips down, press them forward. When you're ready, Anjaneyasana. With an inhale, open this up. Reach up and back, gaze up high. Now let your hips sink low to the front. Keep the front of the body nice and long. Keep breathing here. And then as you hold this, make your left hand do a fist. With your right hand, take hold of your left fist and left wrist and keep your hips low. Now pull that left arm over to the right, look down to the right side, and then come back upright. Again, pull the left arm over to the right, look down to the right, and then come back up. One more time. Pull that left arm to the right, look down to the right, hold here. Now keep that left hip low, keep it pulling forward, but if you want to go deeper, you can kick in the left foot, maybe just hover that left knee up off the floor. It'll definitely be more intense. Now take an inhale. With the exhale, bring both hands down, come into low lunge, tuck the toes of the left foot, lift your left knee. Now from your low lunge, turn to the left side. Walk your hands to the back of the mat, take your low lunge with the left foot between your hands and the right heel lifted behind. From here to warrior 2, with an inhale, drop the right heel, lift your torso, wimble the arms, and open out to your right side. Deepen the left knee, straight right leg, one line from the front heel to the back arch. You can slide that left foot further forward, but sink your hips down low, and reach this equally front to back. Now take a half bind, right arm behind your back, palm face away, pull that shoulder back, open up your left palm toward the ceiling. And we'll take this back and forth. Inhale, reverse, reach back, lean back, gaze up high. Exhale, extend this forward and keep looking up. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, extend. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, extend. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, extend and stay forward this time. Now, you can rest the left arm on your left leg, but you can probably go lower. Bring the left hand down inside your left leg. Just keep the right shoulder pulled back, keep your gaze up high, and this is good enough. Now, if you want to take it further, maybe take the full bind. You could reach underneath the left leg and find that grip. Right shoulder still pulled back, still with your gaze up high. Just breathe here. Now slowly from here, I want you to keep that half bind. Right arm stays behind your back. But left hand, bring it down to the floor inside your left foot. Now ground to that left palm, press into the left foot, lift your right heel. And with the right shoulder pulled back, drag the right big toe over toward your left foot until your hips go up. And most of the weight's on your left side. Now you can stay right here. Keep your hips up high, keep the right shoulder pulled back. And if you want to take it further, maybe just hover the right foot. You can bend the knee and pull that right heel toward your seat. And you can go even further, extending that right leg straight up as high as you can. Just breathe here. Now take an inhale. And with the exhale, release. Both hands down, step your right foot down. And then turn to your right. Come to the front of the mat again and take your low lunge. Left heel lifted behind. Make sure your feet on two separate tracks, hips width distance apart. Now when you're ready, hands to your hips with an inhale. Just bring your torso all the way up, right? And give yourself a moment to find your balance. Pull the left hip forward, right hip back. And keep your hips squared. Now as you're ready for me, with an inhale, reach the arms up high. Exhale, hands through center, move into a twist. Left elbow outside your right thigh. Now press the elbow to the thigh, press the palms together. And look over the right shoulder. Pull that left hip forward. Keep your twist and keep breathing. Now, if you're wobbly here, if you need to, you can always set that left knee down, but the twist is your priority, keep in mind. Take an inhale. And with the exhale, slowly, hands to your hips, turn to center, bring your torso up, right? And once you got your balance here, bring your hands to your low back. Now, interlace the fingers, pull the palms together, draw your shoulders back, open up your chest. Keep your torso upright and just go slow. Dip your left knee down low just above the floor. And then come back up. Sink this down for 2. And then lift back up. Down for 3. Lift back up again. And then down for 4. And just hold here. Hover the knee up off the floor. Stay tall for your spine. And then just lean forward to the right foot. As many steps as you need. Come forward with your left knee high. Now dig into the right big toe. Hold your balance here. When you're ready, find the figure 4. Left ankle cross your right thigh. Keep the toes curled and keep your shoulders pulled back. See about sinking down and bending into your knees. Now if you can take it low, hinge from the hips. Keep the shoulders pulled back. Try to keep your gaze forward. And fold as deep as you like over that lifted shin. Maybe press your knuckles toward the ceiling. Now, if you want to keep the fold, you can bring the fingertips down to the floor. And if you want the arm balance, you bring the palms down. Now, keep the shin high on the upper arms. Kick that left leg forward. And then look forward, lean. Try to keep your hips high. See about hovering the right foot. Maybe pull the heel toward your seat. And maybe extend that right leg up and back. Take it to where you can. All right, from wherever you are here, bring the knee to the shin. The foot comes back down to the floor. Everybody, hands to your hips. With an inhale, bring yourself to standing with your left knee high. And then go set that foot down. When you're ready, with an inhale, reach your arms up high. Exhale, fold all the way down. Inhale, lift up halfway. And then with the exhale, set your hands, take this through your Vinyasa. Once you find your down dog, just pedal out. And we'll take all that on the other side. With your next inhale, raise your left leg high. Now bend your left knee, hang the left foot right, scorpion dog. Inhale, straighten your left leg, three-legged dog. And with the exhale, bring the left foot to the floor. Now inhale your right leg high. Bend your right knee, hang your right foot left, scorpion here. Inhale, straighten the right leg. And exhale, bring that foot down, back to your down dog. Now take an inhale. With the exhale, bend the knees, look forward, step or float. Inhale, lift up halfway. And then with the exhale, set your hands. We're coming back to those hops. So palms down, grip the floor with your fingers. Keep the arms vertical, shoulders stay over your wrists. High or low, hop, clap your feet 3 times. Land lightly each time. And then after the third hop, left foot between your hands, that's your base. Right knee to chest, curl in, round your spine. Look toward the back of the mat, crown of the head toward the floor, right big toe points toward the ceiling. And then back and forth, extend that right leg up high as you can. Curl back in. Right leg up high. curl back in. Right leg high again, curl in one more time, and then lean onto your right hand. With your left hand, reach back for that right foot. Now look toward the back of the mat, kick into your hand, and pull down. Try to point that right knee toward the ceiling. Get as vertical as you can with this hold. Just work it as best you can. Take an inhale. With the exhale, step the right foot back, both hands down, and come into your low lunge. Let's take it lower. Right knee down, right foot flat behind. Now sink the hips down, press them forward. When you're ready with an inhale, open this up and reach up high. Now reach up and back, gaze up high, let your hips sink low to the front, and just breathe here for a moment. Now to take it further, keep this deep lunge, but make your right hand to a fist. Left hand takes hold of the right wrist. Now pull the right arm across, lean left, look down to the left, and then bring yourself back upright, but keep your hips low. Again, pull the right arm left, look down to the left, and then bring yourself back upright. One more time, pull the right arm left, look down to the left, hold here. If you want to go further, you can kick into that right foot, maybe just hover the knee. Take an inhale. And with the exhale, both hands down around your left foot. Now tuck the toes of your right foot, lift your right knee. And then low lunge from the front becomes low lunge in the back. So turn right, walk your hands all the way back. Let the right knee bend, lift the left heel behind you. And let's take the warrior two. With an inhale, drop your left heel, lift your torso in with the arms, and open out to the side. Now give yourself a moment just to feel this out. Deep end on the right knee, left leg straight, one line from the front heel to the back arch. Again, sink your hips low. And take your half bind. Left arm behind your back, palm face when you pull that shoulder back. Right palm open toward the ceiling. Back and forth. Inhale, reverse, reach back, lean back, gaze up high. Exhale, extend it forward, keep looking up. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, extend. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, extend. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, extend forward one more time. Stay here. Left shoulder pulled back. You can rest the right arm on your right leg. You can probably come lower, bring that right hand down inside the right leg. But keep your left shoulder pulled back. Keep breathing, keep looking up. If you want to go deeper, maybe reach underneath the right leg and find the full bind. Just take it to where you can and keep your chest open to the side. Now slowly from here, keep the half bind with the left arm behind your back. Right hand comes down just inside the right foot. Now draw the left shoulder back, push into the right foot, lift your left heel. Drag your left big toe over till all the weight's on the right side. Right hand and right foot pressing down. Now keep the left shoulder drawn back, keep your hips up high. See about hovering your left foot. Maybe bend the left knee, pull the heel toward your seat. And maybe work to extend that left leg straight up. Take it to where you can. Now take an inhale. And then with the exhale, just bring that left foot down, bring your left hand down. Now turn to your left, take your low lunge to the front of the mat again. Right heel lifted behind. Be sure your feet on two separate tracks, hips width distance side to side. When you're ready, hands to your hips with an inhale, just bring yourself all the way upright. And give yourself a moment to square this up. Right hip forward, left hip back. Keep your spine upright. Take an inhale, reach your arms up high. Exhale, hands through center, move into your twist again. Right elbow outside your left thigh this time. Now press your elbow to the thigh, press the palms, get a look over your left shoulder. You can always bring that right knee down if you need to, but keep twisting. Take an inhale. Now with the exhale, just release the twist. Bring yourself upright, hands to your hips. And then bring your hands to your low back. Now find the grip that feels strange. Interlace the fingers, pull the palms together, draw your shoulders back, keep your chest open, and keep your spine tall. Now when you're ready here, just dip down low into that right knee just above the floor. Take it slow, come back up. Again, bring your right knee down low, and then come back up. Sink your right knee down again, and then come back up. Now bring the right knee down low one more time. Hover the knee, keep your shoulders pulled back, look forward. And go slow. Lean forward with the left foot. Come forward with your right knee high. And find your balance on your left foot. Now once you're ready, move into that figure four. Right ankle crosses your left thigh. Keep the toes of the right foot curled. Maybe put a little bend in the left knee. And maybe sink down further. If you can go deeper, hinge from the hips. Bring yourself low over your crossed legs. Maybe lift your knuckles toward the ceiling. Take this to where you like. Now you can just keep the fold and bring your hands to the floor. And if you want the arm balance, it's both palms down, shin high on the upper arms. Look forward, lean, take it slow. Now you can hover that left foot, maybe set it down. You can bring that heel toward your seat, and you can extend that left leg up and back. Take it to where you can here. And then again, the knee comes to the shin, the foot comes back down to the floor. Hands to your hips. With an inhale, bring yourself all the way up with your right knee high. And then go and set that right foot down. When you're ready, with an inhale, reach your arms up high. Exhale, fold all the way down again. Inhale, lift up halfway. And then with the exhale, set the hands, take it through another vinyasa. And just give yourself a moment, paddle out here and breathe. From your downward facing dog, take an inhale. And then with the exhale, just bend the knees, bring them down to the floor. And we're going to take this into a camel pose. So this seat, the knees are set about hip width distance apart. And I always do this with my feet flat. You can have the feet flat or tuck your toes, whatever suits you best. But bring yourself upright. Everything's vertical from the knees up. Hands to your hips. Just squeeze your glutes, press the hips forward, keep your shoulders pulled back. So keep that light arc from the knees all the way through to the shoulders. Now hands to heart center. And keep the feet pressing down, hips pressing forward. Walk your gaze up the wall in front of you. And find the point in the ceiling directly above. Now release your shoulders to the floor. Keep the front of the body long and open. And this is good enough right here, but if you can take it a little bit further. See about reaching that right hand down toward the right heel. Maybe look down the length of your right arm, but keep the hips pressing forward. And then come back to center, hands to heart center. Left hand reaching for your left heel. Maybe look down the length of your left arm. Keep your hips pressing forward. Keep the front of the body open. And then hands to heart center. Now you can hold this. Just keep your gaze up high, shoulders back. If you want to go further, maybe bring your gaze toward the wall behind you. You can release the hands to your heels, both. Or maybe reach the arms further behind and extend even more. But keep your glutes squeezing, hips pressing forward. Keep your spine lengthening as you go deeper to the bend. And then slowly, hands to heart center from wherever you are. Walk your gaze along the ceiling, then down the front wall. Come all the way down to sitting on your heels. And just take a moment here to breathe. Now, if you're seeing spots, if the blood rush from your head, just stay here till things look normal. But whenever you're ready, bring your legs out from underneath you, come to a seat. And then bring yourself all the way down onto your back. Now, once you're down, just pull everything in tight. And we're going to take this into a supine twist from here. So go ahead, extend your left leg fully, left hand to your right knee, right arm out to the side, and then pull the right knee across your body, tuck your left hip underneath. Now bring your gaze over to the right. Look for the stretch in the outer right hip toward your low back. If you need more, you can press down with the left hand until you feel it. Now if you want to take it further, go ahead, extend that right leg out to the side. And if you want to bind both legs, you can bend your left knee and reach down with your right hand. Now if you find that grip, kick in your hand, keep both shoulders down. And just breathe into this here, whatever variation of the twist you're going to take this into. Take an inhale. And then with the exhale, slowly bring this back into center, draw both knees in. Just squeeze down for a moment. And then we'll take the other side. So this time extend the right leg fully. Right hand to your left knee, left arm to your side. Now tuck the right hip underneath you. Draw that left knee across and look over to the left. Now, you can looking for that stretch in the outer left hip toward the low back on this side. If you need more, you can press down with the right hand or extend the left leg. And then if you want to take it further, you can bend the right leg. Reach down with your left hand, find the right foot. And if you have that grip, kick in your hand. Again, keep both shoulders down, whatever variation of the twist you're in. Take an inhale. And then with the exhale, just release this. Bring your knees back into center. Squeeze down. And then once you're ready, release your left leg, extend it fully. Left arm down at your side. Right arm inside the right leg, take hold of the right big toe. Once you got that grip, pull down, keep your hip on the floor. As you're pulling down, extend that right leg straight up toward the ceiling. Now keep pulling down and pressing up. Look for the stretch on the back of the right thigh. When you find it, breathe into it. If your knee's bent, that's fine. Just hold the tension. And if your leg is straight, draw the right big toe directly over your shoulder. And just breathe here. Take an inhale. And then with the exhale, just slowly bend into the right knee, lower toward the side of your ribs. When the foot's low enough, right hand to the outside edge of the foot, left hand to the other side. Now stack the ankle above the knee, pull down with both hands, and press the foot back up at the same time. And this is half happy baby here. Look for that deepest stretch on the inner right thigh. Take an inhale. And then with the exhale, just release this. Bring both knees into your chest and just squeeze down for a moment. Take it the other way. Extend the right leg, right arm at your side, left arm inside the left leg, find the big toe. Once you got that grip, pull down, and then start to extend that left leg up toward the ceiling. As you're pressing up, pull down at the same time. Look for the stretch on the back of the left thigh. Breathe into it. If the left knee's bent, that's fine. If the leg is straight, draw the big toe directly over your shoulder on this side. Take a deep inhale. And then with the exhale, just slowly bend into that left knee, lower toward the side of your ribs. Left hand to the outside edge of the foot, right hand to the other side. Now keep the ankle over your knee, pull down with both hands and press the foot back up at the same time. Keep the tension working both up and down. Now just feel that stretch in the inner left thigh, breathe into it. Take an inhale. And then with the exhale, just draw the right knee and let's take the full pose. Release the right hand. So the hands come to the outside edges of the feet. Ankles over the knees, pull down on both sides. As you're drawing down, flatten your spine toward the floor. And then if you want to take it further, you can rock this side to side. If you want to take it further still, you can extend your legs out against your grip. And then finally, from wherever you are, take a deep inhale here. Draw down as much as you can. And then with the exhale, just release. Extend your legs out fully. Lay your arms at your sides. Open up your palms toward the ceiling. And just let your eyes close here. Let your body sink down into the mat for a moment. And let yourself move here bit by bit, fingers and toes, arms and legs. Take a deep inhale here. Reach your arms out long past your hip. And then draw everything in. Bring the elbows toward your chest. Pull your knees up as well. And just take your time. Find your way up to a comfortable seat. Ground yourself into the mat. Stack your spine. Bring your hands up to heart center. And then take a deep inhale here. Hold on toward the top. And just let everything go. And I thank you for joining class. Namaste.